Hello everybody, welcome to the Anti-Corruption channel. Today we are going to introduce the anti-corruption system of Germany. Germany is the central western country in Europe, with approximately 83 million citizens. Unavoidably, there are some corruption cases happening in the state. And when we look into this case file, it is shown that about 98% of them are structural corruption, which the participants carry out their acts repeatedly over a long time. On the other hand, German government has taken active measures to combat with corruption. According to the Corruption Perception Index in 2016, Germany ranked 10th out of 176 countries, which means it is one of the best countries on anti-corruption policy in the world. Look back to China, it's ranked 79th out of 176 countries. It is expected that China can learn from the anti-corruption system of Germany. In this video, we will introduce the anti-corruption law, the jurisdiction system, the anti-corruption agents, and the public tolerance of Germany, and compare each other with current China's anti-corruption system to see what China can learn from the Germany anti-corruption system in the final. First, let's begin with the legal system involved in anti-corruption in Germany. There are total 16 laws established from 1999. Under the laws, corrupt acts are categorized into three main sectors by the German Criminal Code (StGB). The first sector, involving Law 108b to 108e, targets bribery involved in elections, while the second sector, Law 299 to 302, targets participants in business dealings and health services. And the first sector, Law 331 to Law 338, targets public officials specifically. In the aim of stopping public officials being targeted for bribery, the threshold of StGB is very low, which increases the chance of criminal liability of people. To find out more details, I am going to interview Dr. Hoffman from Department of Germany, the University of Anti-Corruption. Let's go! Hi, Dr. Hoffman. I'm Carl from Anti-Corruption TV, and thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
So, may you tell us more about the scope of participation of StGB?
Sure, the scope of StGB is large. Based on Section 11, Column 2, Number 2 StGB, when considering the term public official in legislation, in fact, it includes anyone who serves the state or belonging to the extended arm of the state. But state activities outsourced to companies can be also governed by the code.
I see. Then how about the regulation of gifts and gratuities?
I understand your question. Where little tolerance regarding gifts and gratuities is given, the scope of StGB not only covers illegal financial inducement, but also extends to all forms of gifts, gratuities, and invitations that the recipient is perceived to benefit from. Basically, anything below €30 is acceptable, provided that it is given in correct circumstances. Therefore, even hospitality of low value may include criminal liability. Based on Section 299, Paragraph 1, Number 2 of StGB, it is advised that a general zero tolerance limit in internal compliance guidelines should be set.
So, how will the participant be convicted? What are the punishments?
Well, based on these laws, when a suspect conducts corruption, he will be investigated by German Federal Office of Criminal Investigation. Once people involved in bribery are declared guilty, no matter give or take, they will receive penalties corresponding to the law they violate. Let's have a view on this table. First, in the first sector, which are laws 108b to 108e, for the convicted target who participate in the briberies in elections, he or she will be imprisoned for less than 5 years or pay a fine. When invading the second sector, laws 299 to 302, the penalties vary, which can be 3 months to 5 years imprisonment or fine. It is based on different laws and the severity of cases, like the actual bribing amounts or the duration. Lastly, for the convicted public officials in the third sector, laws 331 to 338, the targets will be sentenced up to 10 years in prison or fined for taking or giving bribes. We should note that the punishment to government officials who receive bribes are much more heavier when compared to the bribers. For example, for corruption case involving costs and justice duty, 3 months to 5 years sentence will be given to the bribers, while the judge who receives bribes will suffer 6 months to 10 year imprisonment depends the seriousness.
Thank you, Dr. Hoffman. We can see that the anti-corruption system of Germany is well organized and worth learning. Unlike Germany, China don't have specific penalty on public officials in different sectors relating to embezzlement or bribery. All the convicted target will have different penalty depends on the amount of bribery they received. For bribe B, receiving values below 5,000 RMB, they may only face less than 2 years imprisonment or detention. For those who receive amount is lower than 10,000 RMB, if they show remorse and return the money, they may have reduction in penalty. If the amount is more than 5,000 RMB, at least 1 year of imprisonment is guaranteed, and up to death penalty depends on seriousness. First, the scope of anti-corruption law of China should be larger. Nowadays, the anti-corruption law in China mainly focuses on behavior of party members. Although the new detention system broadened the target to officials, it still fails to cover all possible targets may involve in the corruption. Proof, all participants involved in the government work, like state-owned enterprises or even private companies participating in official development projects, should be included in the scope of legislation in order to call out all corrupt officials thoroughly. Second, as we can see from the penalties to Germany's convicted targets, the ones who are more acknowledged about the laws like senior officers and judges yet contempt the law will receive a more severe punishment than normal participants. In order to make amendments on China's anti-corruption system, the penalty can not only be based on the amount of bribes or the duration of the corruption, yet include the consideration of their position in the hierarchy. China should learn this system to lower the people corrupting interest. So today we'll look into the German corruption system and have a brief comparison between the system of Germany and China, and it's revealed that China could actually learn more from Germany in order to combat corruption more efficiently. And hope all of you have a deeper understanding on it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in next episode.